Welcome to an impromptu event from King of the Palace on the 18th of November. Place is home to the show King of the Palace. It's cold in here, so I'm shaking. That's a little better. Go on YouTube, type in King of the Palace, watch the shows to your heart content. Go to youtube.com/newpalacelanes and hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. And we're ready for the for the November 18th King of the Palace, which is supposed to be mixed random doubles, men and women. He's already got the signage up, the North End Mazda Subaru, and we won't discuss them. So I'm going to put the camera on the tripod, which, by the way, I'm using pin cam because the phone has been quite unreliable lately, cutting off at will. Plus, I'm finding out with the long qualifiers, the phone battery doesn't last long after recording videos, so we'll get started pretty soon. Yo. Lane number 2. Funny thing is, like I say, now you actually get to see and understand why I say this. It's hard to point on camera. On camera, it looks like I'm pointing at lane 2. Not so much in real life. Lane 2 is a good lane. First time I broke triple digits. What will happen today? Now if it falls, it goes the other way. And that happens. Six. Wow, that was a good shot. Lucky shot. Ooh, that's got spare almost written completely on it. Looking good. Oh.
Balance the brakes.
That's a niner. I know I'm using my camcorder, which is capable of recording through, but maybe every other game just to ensure things are there. No, I thought something was there. Oh. Looked like a pin was there. I guess it's just paint worn a certain way. So maybe every other game I'll just stop the video just in case. These cameras are known to just stop and error out for some unknown reason. This one's been pretty good though. Off to my typical wonderful starts. This camera's image stabilization is way better. Caleri -1. A -1, probably not good. Oh, nope, not enough. Well, at least I got something out of it. Not a good something, but at least it's up.
What we have.
9.
9.
Guess who's winning?
That looks good.
That did.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta wait for that piece of wood to settle down. They like to roll around here at the palace. That was a throwaway. That was a throwaway. At least it's an 8. Oh, we do have the green pin. It's not in the special location, but we have it. Ooh, another good shot. Possible first mark to the one that's very predictably would probably get it.
You never know on that one.
Looks good. And he got it. Wonderful game this is turning out. Haven't had a stinker in a while. Oh, he's got the special head pin. If he can get a strike on this ball, TNC Bank and Trust will give him 25 cents. However, the exact opposite is not, and that's the ultimate El Stinko fill.
That's exactly what that is. I think I got excited with the 25 cents.
They don't have to part with it yet. Just a hair more to the left, he almost would have had the Emily. And that pin had to re-support it. And a 7 for the fray. There's another one. Warming up or just getting lucky? Probably warming up. As we're bowling, the plate is being cleaned and from dust and other things collecting, and the action's getting a little better. Ooh, nice try. And once the scores are tabulated, it's time for the halftime report, which I have to do slightly different. Here we go. So far I'm off to a wonderful start, the 6, the 5, but then 8 and a 7's okay, and a spare, which to fill so far pathetic 36. A decent fill will put it into possible good territory. Unfortunately, Chris got a crappy 0 fill. Other than that, he hasn't really done too bad. 7's the worst thing. 43. El Stinko time. Just need 4 to get into the good territory. Not bad for a ball that slipped out of my hand.
That's 7.
That's a 7. There, now I'm in average territory. Well, not average, but. An 8. All right, that's 7 pulled us into a quarter. As I was about to do some editing, Chris pointed out he's got that special pin. He doesn't have them readily available, so I can't put him in front of the camera. For 25 cents. Oh, he left the New Palace right. Well, a good attempt, just didn't work. Still 9. That's the plus thing. I feel bad for my friend John. He only knocked down 1 pin, I think it was. Then his second ball went in the gutter and knocked down a pin. I said, oh, best you can do is 8. 7, 6, 5. He's looking, what the hell? And I'm going 4. He's like, oh my god. I feel bad when that happens. It's happened to me before. Doing pathetic, 7s aren't good. When you're doing all right, you can afford them. Good is still possible. 10 pin takes a bow. Working his way towards the middle. And 9, 10. And a 10. I had to wait for the wood to settle down. I try to set it up so we fill the screen properly, but we can zoom in so you can see the pins a little better. Instead of the initial way it used to be, just set it up the way it is. Isn't it funny? I brought this up in an episode of WMS I didn't put up yet. It'll be up Tuesday. How when you only hit one pin, it somehow sounds like you hit two.
It is fun.
Just a hair to the right. Maybe another one. Yep. And more. The action has returned to the palace. Oh, piece of favorable wood for a 10, maybe. And then it rolls. Still. Nine.
The 9.
Really bad stink for you? I could hit good territory. According to ICBA standards, I always repeat this in case there's a first-time viewer. Average ability amongst casual league players is a 90. So a 10-point spread is your typical average performance of people that typically play the game. So 80 to 100 is considered pretty good. And he leaves the money pin. And for those that are going to be playing at 4 o'clock and earlier, our scores are pretty much a joke. The TNC Bank and Trust pins stands alone. Which just happens to be a king pin, which... that many. And I'll hit the 80s. And for how it started, it's surprising that I would get there. Oh, there. Keep it up. Didn't see that wood moving. I didn't see that ledge. Oh, didn't take it in. So I made it into the good territory after that awful start. And 7. He wins this game. Game 1 of hopefully 6, because like I said, this sometimes gets pretty close to the when the pros come in. Hi. Anyway, 8, 7, 10, 7, 9. I made it to an 84 with all that crap at the beginning. Surprised I made 80s. 10s and 9s, well, the 7, 87. Game number 2. Let's see if we can start better.
Yeah.
Do my patented first ball 10 thing. Same exact start. Point wise. Slowly but surely, the dust bunnies are being removed from the pin deck and the normal action returns. Unless he can get the middle finger, he's going to start the same. And he does. Hate when that happens. Bowling God's middle finger reneged.
Well deserved.
Now I just have to beat 5 and be doing better. I don't know where that wood is. And yet another, if it were only ball 2 more. Take the 10. And a much nicer start. Almost. Kingpin remains, but nope, that's not going to go fast enough. Spare. for not getting that 5. And there's the 5 I made up for not getting it in the first. I mean, in the second. Still doing better, believe it or not. His field ball was pretty good. He got an 8. Will the 1 and 8 fall? Oh, that pin had to go right between them. Well, it was on. You got 2/3 of the snowplow. Middle finger for now. Just barely stayed. There we go. We knew one of those was coming. Time for the Emily. Or a 1/10 of one. Four horsemen remain for a 6. So much for the better game. It actually still is, but not by much. He is the 4 horsemen and the 9 behind him. Ooh, just a hair away. Nice way to get the 10. There's something we could have used a while ago. Oh. That one actually sounded like you only hit one. Ooh. That back piece of wood fell the wrong way. And, well, you got rid of the wood.
I like that wood.
And now it's time for the halftime report. It's not as good for me, although it's rebuildable with that 37. Meanwhile, Chris got that spare and an 8 fill. Pretty much the only thing he's done are 10s and 9s. He's at 55. Yeah, this one's probably going to be mediocre. That's a little under par. Oh, that pin just stopped dead. You would think this was Mason's. Proof once again, because people accuse Dave of doing this, and we proved it a trillion times. Can't do that on a juiced alley. Oh, wow. What the hell was that?
Is that a 5?
2, 3. Yeah, it was a 5. Oh, well, you're forward one.
Yeah, I get that. I can make up for it. Maybe.
And the magic dies. At least there was a good attempt at the end.
Yeah.
8. Yep, mediocrity. Unless I mark. Or at least get 2 9s and a 10. Suddenly, the bowling gods forget which one is the one they hate.
I think they hate us both.
3! Wow. Well, you know what Slayer says, bowling gods hate us all.
Yeah, there you go.
Or something like that. Thank you. For those of you that bet that I was the one that would get the strike first, I believe according to Chris's phone here, MGM Grand puts it at you win 10 grand for every 10 bucks you put. According to this, you would have got 25 bucks back if Chris was the first one to get the strike. Which is kind of weird because there's only 2 of us. I guess it shows no one has faith in us at all. Maybe. Oh, went the wrong direction. Whoop. Nope. Too slow. Please. Made that kingpin wider. Oh, wow. Still a 9.
Everyone 3.
2 El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they add up to? Hopefully a nice number. I've gotten 2 in a row twice. They both happen at Putnam's. My high here is a 126. 136 is my ultimate high. I think my worst here is a 52. El Stinko 1 stunk with a 3. El Stinko 2.
There you go.
Oh.
It's a nice fill though.
Yes. 9 feel great, but wow, I got robbed of another mark. There, that fixes that game. Now it's from worse than the last one to better. But there's still a chance I can do worse. But I'm still within the good territory, by the way. Oh, and Chris gets his. I believe he did press it. I'll just press it.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just... The pins are in the... There it goes. Pins were working their way through the elevator.
Mediocre to pretty good.
Yep. Little shy of average ability. I'm looking for the viewfinder. It's normally using the phone. But like I said, the qualifying gets a little boring, so I need it for and he leaves the Woolworth, the 5 and dime. I didn't have enough battery in case something went wrong and I needed to get emergency assistance, so use the camcorder. That almost sounded like a pin breaker.
Let's hope not.
We don't throw 40 miles an hour. We probably can't do that. Hey, not technically we don't throw it up. Yeah, because it was a strike and I missed on the third, so 9 and 9. And here's the halftime report. I think the 7s are the worst thing that happened. Otherwise, did all right. Got an 88, 2 away from average ability, and Chris broke the triple-digit point, and he got 100. Now I know this thing is capable, but I think the editor handles things better if they're in little chunks anyway. So I'm gonna stop and start the camera. And we're back. Like I said, the camera's capable, unlike the phone, but plus, like I said, it makes it easier for the computer. The editor seems to like them in chunks. And if the thing were to error out, these cameras are notorious for doing that, you at least get to see something. So game number 3, let's see if we can hit average ability. It just proves when I play with others, I do worse. Brian noticed that.
Well, yeah.
Gee, am I actually going to start worse than a 6?
No. We're gonna throw a party. It's gotta be a big party. I mean, you get a short. Go on. What?
Alright. Yes. 6.
So that's 3 6s you start with. What do we have to do for that?
No, it's 3 6s in a row.
Oh, I know. There should be something. There should be something.
That looks good. And I almost said it. You heard the S come out of my mouth. Ooh. 10. And a little more off. Still closer than what I normally get. And you got 3 times in a row. There's multiple ways that can be seen.
That looks good.
Yeah, wait for that wood to settle. The wood here at the palace loves to roll around. Thank you. At least got the 10 from it. Second ball was really good, just didn't happen. Probably the one pin that I took out was needed. Another good shot. Oh, Steve Brunchuck will be having a heart attack if he were here right now. Trying to get the ring. The wing. I can't talk. And, oh. Yeah. 5 off a spread eagle. Oh, my turn. Special head pin. 25 cents from TNC Bank and Trust. I'm up to 75 cents. This will put me at $1. Get the hard ones. And an 8. Wait a minute, that was supposed to be 5. I know. I got 8, but
No, 5. No. You got good. Keep on going.
a little off, but very doable. Queen's Leave, the 3 horsemen. If you're a 10-pinner, the mini rail, which doesn't really exist in candlepin. Well, at least the wood got him a something. and the 8.
It would have.
That would have been one of the dumbest luck spares. And there we go. I think the bowling god said enough. That's a good one. Oh, maybe it was a little full, but still. The opposite of what I had. And he had it one time. Well, he's getting 1 or 2. Well, I knew he wasn't getting the object pin. And 10. No, he didn't. I was positive I was going to hit it. Must have couldn't see his face. I hate those balls that you can't see a space between them. Yeah. Candle pin or 10 pin, we call that the washout. In our case, we call that the 4 horsemen and not a rail. Plus the 7. Too full. 7. Yeah, it still might be a mediocre run. And he gets a washout in the other direction. But no wood. Four horsemen and the 10, and he picks out Conquest. And he's getting late. And he leaves the high-low jack.
7.
That's what we call it in candlepin. You 10 pinners just simply call it the 1-7-10. Unless if you name them not at work. And here's the halftime report. I said it might be a mediocre run. We're just literally borderline 40 there. That's 7, and the 6 don't help. Chris had that 5, which totally stinks. And then a 7, which kind of hurts still. 7s, if you're doing well, you can afford the 1 or 2 of those. He's got a 38, but we know how that'll go. And everybody's out smoking a butt. That means we can go all the way up there and knock all the pins down, see if he notices. so we got the hard one.
Yep.
Nice 10. Oh. If that helicopter stayed on.
Something. Maybe.
Now he's got the diamond in the center.
Hit this snake on.
That's diamonds are hard to collect. That's a niner. And the spread eagle ball. Oh, of course not. 7 it'd be. Considering how it was going. Alright. Yeah, the one time I showed up at Brian's without my father, he noticed. When I'm alone, I do better.
Really?
But the thing is, I need to be able to do better with others.
That's right. Yep.
Ooh. And strike. Yes, that pin does count. So long as it falls over, it counts. Something else you may not know in candlepin. If a pin falls and stands back up, it still counts. It doesn't in 10-pin.
That looks good.
Leaving one of my favorite leaves. And by favorite, I mean one I dread. Hello, Jack, what's some wood? Alright, not bad for a high-low jack leave. It looks like another possibly good game. Still have not hit average ability. And Chris stalled because I wasn't noticing the head pin is the special pin. 25 cents.
Still need to collect that.
Nope. Well, maybe the wood might do something. No, it won't.
6.
Not the best fill on a strike, but at least the second ball helps you bump it up. And 10. You got the diamond this time. Little known fact, diamonds are actually not rare. Companies force miners to grab only a certain amount to keep the prices up. So basically, if you have enough money to open your own mine and you find diamonds, mine it completely empty, sell 24 karat diamond rings for $10. Because you can. And still come out ahead. Oh, look at that. Wow, does that almost look exactly what I just did last time?
Yep.
Say hookup. And over she goes. Take the 9. Got 6. It almost looks like 7, but there's the 8 pin behind it. Ooh, nice way to take it out. And we're at a slightly, not quite as sharp an angle, because I want the camera out of the way. And if Phil Clough comes early, he's going to be upset. We're taking up his lane with the camera. All right, time to go again. No Emily, but not a bad recovery.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't
Pretty
see the
close.
other one. Well, this is my lowest scoring game, but if this is my lowest, it's not that bad.
Not bad.
And it is. Robbed again. But if that's my lowest score, you'll see it. Nothing to sneeze at. Especially from someone who has absolutely no athleticism skills whatsoever. Oh, so close. 10. Chris made it into average ability.
Yeah.
And the 7's the worst thing I did there. This is my worst score, an 83. And like I said, if that's my worst, I'll be happy with that. Oh, look at that. Chris got a microwave turkey dinner. 3 10s in a row for the 93. All right, game number 4, and then we'll do the stop and start thing. Because like I said, the editors and stuff like this in chunks, it works better. All right.
Broke his streak.
All right, I think I'm gonna be fancy and try to go for it. Chris sees what I'm going through here. Hit that piece of wood on the right, or actually the left.
Nice.
See, I know what I'm supposed to do. I just have to actually aim for it. Oh!
Ouch.
If this were no contact, that would have been a winner. Because it actually stayed on. I mean, that takes skill to pull that off.
Takes something. It's called skill though.
And ouch. 4.
Son of a gun.
Well, he got his stink thing. Speaking of stinkers, it's time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will it be? And there you go. That one totally slipped out. It's a worthless 10.
Nice.
Oh, so close to an Emily. Damn it. That was a good ball.
Damn. There you go. Nice.
Well, at least I got a 10. So far, by definition, in candlepin, it's a perfect game because all pins have been knocked down. The lowest scoring perfect game is 100, obviously. In candlepin, because it's so much harder, that's a good ball. And another strike for Chris. Because candlepin is so much harder, a perfect game just simply requires you to have all pins knocked down fairly in all 10 turns. So as I said before, minimum perfect score is 100. The maximum perfect score has never been achieved. 245 is the world record by Chris Sargent and somebody named Semp that I forget. The Semp guy had it first. I guess I could call it lucky. So much for a perfect game, but then again, pros typically don't do it either. Well, actually, it's still going. Can't call that a microwave turkey dinner because the first box was a spare. Ouch.
That's 8 on the fill.
Not a bad 8 fill as he mentioned. Well, he mentioned the 8, not the, it's not a bad part. And 9, nope, 8.
8.
Still adds up.
Yep.
That did not stay on. Too good. And throw it for me.
Dang.
So much for the perfect game.
Yep.
But like I said, most of the pros don't do it either. Even with their high scores. I don't know if that was a good one. I mean, the pros do get what's considered a perfect game fairly often. It's just more often than not, they don't. Stayed on, so at least he's got 5. And that should give him some. He leaves a snowplow. No, it isn't a snow. Yeah, it is. Or is it? No, it isn't. From this angle, it was hard to tell. Damn wood.
No.
That piece of wood that was in the middle ruined it. And another 8. Not a bad half. But got a nice break. And then we got the Mexican jumping beans in the wood that makes it move around all the time. Ooh, just a hair to the right. Leaving the middle finger. And another piece of wood to bounce around for a while.
Well-deserved middle finger if I
And
give it to me.
but the thing the bowling god doesn't get is when you just leave the middle finger, there's still a 9 count.
Yeah, that's true.
Halftime report. I had a perfect game going till there. 46 is nothing to sneeze at, and Chris has that as well, although he's got a strike and 8 fills, 10, and a 7. See, that's when 7s are okay, you can get away with them. And if you put a bet with MGM saying Chris would have the most marks and strikes, then yeah, you probably wouldn't get your $10 back. Let me jinx it now by saying no one's got a half lister yet. Nice. Nice for the game. Yay, it looks like you can actually fold.
That's one half.
And at least an 8 out of it. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will it be? Hopefully not like the last one. Not enough. Three. El Stinko lives up to its name with a 3. At least it hit. And the 10. It's looking like another good game. Possibly, I keep looking for the viewfinder. Averageability! Because I usually use the phone. There we go. Oh. And he's left with the new palace left. You know, once we work all the dust bunnies off, this pin plate starts working like it should. Spare. Usually at least one of them. They might be down there.
Give it.
Sometimes they hang out at the bottom of the stairs, which technically is not considered part of the business. And it reeks up here.
Really?
Same thing, but not as much action. Another 10.
Nice.
Now if I could just do this in 2 balls. Uh-oh, my favorite turkey dinner possible. This one should be my best game so far.
Six on the fill.
It's a fairly decent fill. Not the greatest, but not too bad. First turn. And a 7. First of the fill on that one. down there, I would get it myself. Niner. Hey. I just need one more pin to make it a better game, and we got one sitting there. Wait a minute. Oh, good. Thought that might have been too fast and squirrely. Oh, just hit the reset button, that's all.
That's it.
Ooh, oh no. Yet I have not got it. Oh yeah, I've done a spread eagle ball, but not a bona fide spread eagle. Still, I've thrown the same ball. He clipped the wing on one side. Oh no, that was on.
Well, I'll take the sip.
It almost looked like it wasn't, but it hit the pin and then cut off. Time to hit average ability. For someone with no athleticism whatsoever, it is a feat in itself. There it is. Regardless of how bad it was. It ended well. Seven's a little meh, but the way it went, it's all right. Ooh, 6. Thought we would look. Wait a minute. Nope. Oh, but that sets him up well. Spare. No! Why? Here's a rare moment if my math is correct, and I'll tell you what it is when he's done. And the 10. Here's the rare moment. Not only did I win, but I won against someone who didn't suck in the game. 95-93. The 7 kind of stunk. The 6-7, ouch. I mean, you could get away with the 7. The 6 fill was okay. All right, 5 and 6 coming up, and like I said, because the editor likes these things in chunks, plus if the camera ever were to screw up, we would probably still have something salvageable. Stop and start the camera. And we're back. Finishing the final third. Games 5 and 6. Usually the pros and the good bowlers show up by now, but to the best of my knowledge, none of them have, or they're all down smoking a butt, one or the other. So that means we could actually go to all these other lanes, knock down all the pins, and then he'll wonder how that happened. No, he wouldn't. He would know. And that happened. It's not a 6. Nope. It's an 8. fire to the right, leaving the four horsemen barely hanging on to their lives. A piece of wood that could help quite a bit. Oh, well, it stayed on to at least get rid of war. Conquest, famine, and death are still standing. He leaves famine for the 9. Or the money pin. As Dave would say, not bad for the ocean. Although I don't think that was really an ocean ball. For where it was, he would say that. And the middle finger remains. Dave is upping the temperature to 46. Now for bowling temperature, it's really not bad.
No, it's
good. The bowlers do complain about how cold this place is, but that's the thing. Once you're bowling, you're not going to notice it and you're not going to sweat. Working the washout. Or the gutter. Oh, he leaves the washout for 5. El Stinko. For the 6, Phil.
I could do it. Nice one.
You were right. And so I thought the same. 2 in a row. Can I get the chicken? Which is an obscure term for 3 spares in a row, and he's got the special head pin, the 3-striped green one. 25 cents if he can get it, courtesy of TNC Bank and Trust, Fitchburg.
Cash in, man. He's got 25 cents.
Oh, I think it's the fact that so much money's riding on the line.
I know. Rush.
Oh, not too bad. And ouch.
Sink.
Well, better than what it was. El Stinko. Going forward, what in candlepin is the turkey. Any 3 marks in a row. The chicken. Obscure turn. 3 spares in a row. Can it happen? I have done it. El Stinko stunned.
Ouch.
El Stinko lives up to its name with a 1. I guess we can kiss the turkey goodbye.
The game yet.
Any foul bird, it's flown away.
Yeah.
But that was not a bad shot.
It wasn't. So close though.
That curve left on me. And 9.
Pin fell down.
Reset.
Yeah.
It's a rare moment, but it does happen because someone actually did ask, because that's very common in candlepin, that a pin falls when they reset. Oh no. Is that a 5? Yeah, it is. Awaiting a possible Cinderella moment, although 52 is not that. But still, for a half, I'm not upset. I usually can hit 100 at least once here, but when I play with other people, it's more seldom than usual. And Chris had some bad ones there. A couple of 5s. 35, but rebuildable. Interesting way to get 9.
I know.
Ooh. Oh. Spun the wrong way. Frontmost piece of wood to the left of the line. Do it. almost
Yes, ma'am.
was too centered. And 9 it is.
Nice. That's a good setup right there.
Backdoor spare. That's what I call dumb luck. We'll take it. Like I say, I usually can hit triple digits at least once when I play here. Usually not with others, but it's happened. And oh, he got it. Backdoor spare for him. El Stinko. Hopefully not like the last one. Oh, the only thing that stinks about that one is the leave. 7. All right, 7 fill, but it stinks because of the leave. Didn't see that one go.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it would have been 9. Again, it's one of those points that, is it good or is it not?
It's 5.
Well, with a piece of wood, where it is, might actually be, still might be good.
Could be.
5 on his fill, which is okay, not the greatest. That could do it, and it did.
Nice.
2 in a row for him. He's rebuilt his game. No good. In any form of bowling, if a gutter ball takes out pins in a full rack, you are allowed to reset, but the ball counts as a 0. Best we can do is the Emily. Nothing first ball, everything second. Yeah, not a bad try.
Nope.
9er. Ooh. That many away from triples. Triple digits, I should say. An actual bowler overheard that and thought that I got a triple strike when I said that. Ow.
2-2.
El Stinko hit him with a 2. This is for the turkey. Oh no. No turkey, no chicken. They both flew the coop. We know turkeys can fly. KRP in Cincinnati proved that. Oh, wait a minute. If you remember that episode.
No, I don't remember that one.
The one they were celebrating Thanksgiving, so they threw a bunch of turkeys out. Not going to fly. Actually, one fly.
Yeah, they do. Very short.
Very low and not very far, but they can. There we go. The 3 digits we were looking for.
There you are.
Oh, I can see the other one now. Because that's an object piece of wood there. We gotta wait for it to settle. There we go. That rolling ball too. It stayed on for the count. Hey, the rare triple digits playing against someone else happened. And the funny thing is, it's almost always a certain score, and that happened again. I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Oh. Too bad a pin already fell.
In my new bowling style.
Oh, that's just horrible. That's better. Well, then it went to the right. Leaves the washout. 4 horsemen left in the 10. Oh, I thought he might have kissed death and get a few. That should do something. There, he got rid of the 4 horsemen and leaves the 10. Another game he didn't really suck at. I beat him again in a game he didn't really suck at. Come on, focus in. 7 fill help, the 9s and the 10s. And this is the thing I say, what is it with 106 when I play with other people here if I do get a triple digit score against others? It seems to be a thing. Yeah, El Stinko visited him and he got a 2 fill on that last spare. He still managed to get the 88. Last game, and usually by this time this place is full of competitors and nobody's here. Except for one maybe. Although I think this has happened once before. Oh, always grab the first one. For some reason things go bad if I don't. Or they just go bad anyway. My first stink frame. It's only happened once before, an outing without a stink frame. So close, but he's got the 2-pin all by itself. Spare. Bowling God's middle finger it stands. I'm surprised none of them are here by now. That's a good one. Oh, ouch. The reverse half Worcester in the 10. Pretty decent fill. That is spare on it. How did that happen? Not to quite say what everybody was thinking I was going to say. When you watch King of the Palace, you hear that enough. On every throw. For a minute, I thought you were going to get robbed.
I know.
7 and 10. I wonder if they're all congregating outside. It's usually there's at least 6, 7 people in there.
It's probably all show up in one.
Yeah, it's too far right.
Yeah.
Nope. Hook the left on me. Just skirts by the 7 for an 8. And 2. Oh, that was close. And nope. Helicopter dances around and leaves the 7 up. Either way, it's 9. Well, these were redone August of '98. That's a 5. And this guy can't throw a fastball, broke a pin. Comes a problem. I know he's not Brian, but I did it anyway. 1998, the stamp says for these lanes, for when they were last refinished. Upstairs it's 95. But those are hardly used as much. And the middle finger. Well, I learned something new. People that can't throw fast can still break them. You got the 10? Just lean on the side a little bit. I'm gonna go. No, I'll just do this.
That stuff down there.
Middle finger, 9er. Yeah, the 5 wrecked it there. Ooh. Wow. Wow. What could have been?
Should have been. Oh my goodness.
Could have, would have, should have.
Could have, should have, but isn't. That's okay.
And 9.
It's just like
all right, halftime report. The 5 really hurt. So it's a rebuild 38, otherwise wouldn't have been all that bad. And Chris, so far the worst thing he's got was a 7. Actually, that's a fill. The worst thing he got was a 9. He's got a 55. Stayed.
Yep.
So far, they're standing. Did I interfere with you?
No.
Because all right, because under the ICBA rules, if I did, you could restart.
Nah.
Ooh, no, then half whiskered. Oh, but oh wow, almost backdoor spare,
Nice.
leaving the middle finger standing up. And he's gonna tell them what he thinks about it. Oh yeah, we already did. That's why we got the editor.
One side to the other.
That'll do something. Half whiskered.
Nothing. Got a 5 now.
6. Gutterball one? Gutterball one?
Yeah.
Somehow I missed that. Probably didn't.
No, it wasn't. It was. I got 2 on the right and then 1 on the left. Something like that.
Well, either way, if it's a 5 or a 6, no records being broken. So.
Yeah. That's a good. That's scary.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
It's a piece of wood that you might not see that's goes rolling around.
I was hoping that was going to be
Too far. If that were only ball 2.
I know.
At least it's 10. Oh wow, this is not really going very well. It's another one of those. I'm getting halfway decent numbers outside the 5, but I'm not getting total. Oh, 5er.
Shite.
People said worse.
That was a lot of frustration.
not throw a half Worcester.
Nope.
Five on my turn. Looks like this is going to be the game that ends in a whimper. Yeah, it's a mediocre run. No good game on this one.
Started good.
And we're all going to end that.
Started good. Tell me to go.
Well, look what showed up. More for Chris than it did for me. 25 cents. Can I hit that magical dollar point? That's 75 cents to my name. Well, I'm in the 70s, and that's as high as this one's going. And the middle finger telling me that you stunk this one up. Ooh, too full. How do you play that one? That would have been more to the left, but not bad. Doesn't mean it would have been the right answer, but that was my guess. And at least he made 90s.
Yeah.
Take care of that later. And we knew I had to not do good at least once, and there you go. I sucked that one, but look at this. I mean, yeah, the 2 5s hurt, but there were a lot of numbers that could have added up to something, and it never did. It's another game that just didn't add. Meanwhile, a couple of 5s for Chris, but he did pretty well. And he got a 91. So to recap, 94-87, no, 84-87, he wins. 88-100, he wins. 83-93, he wins. 95-93, I win, and he didn't suck at that one. 106-88, again, he didn't suck, and I won that one. And, of course, I have to be at least mediocre once. 77-91, yay. No 60s, at least. We got that much going for us.
Yep.
Or me, at least. And that'll be it for this impromptu from New Palace Lane, Fitchburg, Mass. Before the November 18th edition of King of the Palace airs. That October 28th sign is one he never changed from the last one. So that'll be it. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.